All right, here we are live. Here we are live in effect. I believe. I believe I am being broadcasted. And I'm on the right side now of the screen. You came a long way. Anyways, let's use a separate display. So I don't. Oh yes, this I got so lazy. I need a I need a pop filter, or I just need to take a mouth back from the mic here. Okay, so let me get started here. This is going to be a very interesting one. I'm going to take it through the process, a little bit of what's going on. Hamana. All right, so let me take this out. There's my bank account. Let me close that before I show you how much money I have. I will be showing the patrons who get the most expensive tier my finances and what I do, how much money I have, and all that. They'll be getting basically every aspect of my life that they can get access to. That makes sense, that's appropriate, obviously, in the sense of finances are pretty important, I think. I don't know if people think it's that interesting of a thing. It doesn't seem like a lot of content is that good of when people do financial stuff. So, uh, I'm going to the rich get richer and the poor stay poor. That's just the way it fucking is. I don't write these stories out. This is how it plays out in real life. So that just is what it is. That being said, I'm not rich. I'm not poor. I'm working my way up to what I need to be doing. Anyways, that's besides the point. I was going to send Susie, Siouxxe, this dude a beat or two, clearly. Send this beat or two. And yes, so I'm going to do that. Let me pull up an email here. So I have my drafts. Let me pull up my email drafts. All right. So here's my email thing. By the way, what's the deal? What's the deal? Okay, there's a lot of talented people that are out here, and you know what? It's really tough, and I'm not happy about seeing a bunch of these stars burning out. And when I say that, they didn't even get chances to become stars, but like, Heart Crush, Punkin Love, O.S. Quinn, Dollywood. Well, at least it says that they've all discontinued to a degree of what they've been doing musically. And I want to talk about two in particular, but one in particular is glamourkills@yahoo.com. That email belongs to Punk in Love. Punk in Love with three E's. Basically newly inspired MySpace pop music, like the Millionaires, but in a modern sense. Less cringe, more. I don't know what more add a little hip hop more into it. You know what? It's really hard to describe. If you know who Punkin Love is, cool. But I've tried to search Punkin Love's SoundCloud. Think he deleted the account. Then Heart Crush. Is Heart Crush even a real person anymore? Like, what's the deal with these music people? I don't know. They're just like impossible to find on the internet, and like, it's cool to be this underground style music, if you will, because it kind of is still underground, even though it is like popular style music, and its potential to be a superstardom in this style of music, but they just disappear, nowhere to be found. And I find that, to be honest, a little bit upsetting. I kind of wish that wasn't the case. It just is, though. And yeah, that's that. I don't know what to tell you. So Glamour Kills was gonna send that dude music. Draco McCoy was gonna send him one. Princess Bree gonna send him something. Black Susie, that's Susie's Gmail, as far as I remember. Sorry for taking sips. I know the glugging is annoying, but yeah. So I was gonna send Susie a song or two, and yeah. So I had some that I was going to send. I want to do it on this stream, but it might be kind of a bitch of a thing to do, cuz I had it planned out. Are they still connected? Do I have anything? Okay, Rose Leaves. No. Let me delete this. Okay. Keep this one. Hang on, I got all right. Rose Leaves, cool. Close. Glamour Kills, close. Draco McCoy, close. Princess Bree, close. Susie. Let's see. I might have to just do that. I was gonna plan on trying to do it on here to show you guys. Long story short, and an advice someone told me when sending emails to people, and this is an exaggerated effect, but try to make the title short, basically on emails. And inside here, oh no, it's inside here, inside the actual text box. Try to just make it as short as possible, just right to the point, basically. And with sending beats or instrumentals of some sort, it's pretty easy to do that. Just be right to the point and all that. But I'm gonna have to do that later and re-strategize that because I don't want to just send some random stuff. I feel like I had something in particular, a couple things in particular. So right now, I suppose I'm just gonna pop open Bableton, and I was all right, yeah. So I was making some. Yeah, I was making some instrumentals. This one was from yesterday, I believe. Just having fun. Let's go ahead and command in for new. Sipping on a Zevia, relaxing. Gonna go to bed pretty early tonight because I need to. I love going to bed early, and I haven't really been on the wave of doing it consistently, so let's go ahead and see what we can do here. I need to really switch up my folders, and okay, I don't have the Razer Naga anymore, so I can get rid of this. Thank God. It would, because whenever I would press the Razer Naga numbers, it would always. Okay, wait, hold up. Hey. Okay. So taking off these numbers. Yeah, the Razer Naga. I had the keys. I had 1 through 12 buttons on the side of my mouse, and I connected them to manipulate things in Ableton, like create a new track, delete, open these 2 sidebars, which I have on this mouse pad. And I can show you how to do it if you're interested. It's a thing called Steer Mouse, STEERMOUSE. I have 2 buttons on the side. When I click on them, they open up the bottom, which is the most effective. And then when I press the 3rd button, which is the scroll wheel, when I click on it, it deletes stuff. So I'll open this, and I'll click on this, and it deletes it. So that's very effective. Those are 3 buttons I have on just my simple Logitech mouse. They go a long way, let me tell you that, just those 3. But, all right, let me go ahead and get rid of all these. Wait. Okay. I wonder if there's a good way to use the coloring system in Ableton. I have yet to use it, but I feel like there's a really good way to use it. Maybe for like different song elements or something, like kicks, hi-hats, and snares and such. Maybe synths. Yeah, I could see that because it's right up to the side, goes right to the point. Oh, you know what? That would be kind of a cool idea. There's so many different styles of organizing stuff on here that it can be kind of a bitch, I'm not going to lie. Hello, person in the chat. Sorry, I don't really look at it too much. I'm kind of just doing my thing. So, yeah, I was going to send Susie something. I'll give you an update on that, though. I don't really send music out as much to people just because, to be honest, it just gave me no results. And then I'm like, you know what? Forget this. I'm just going to purely focus on just my own thing. And I started just uploading a lot and not worrying about like sending emails because I wanted to be like the producer where I just make instrumentals, send them to people, and they get on them. But it turns out it's really difficult to get people to do shit. You know, it's not a shock that people are incredibly, I hate to say it, but a lot of people are unsuccessful because a lot of people are just lazy, and people think they want things, say they want things, and don't actually want to put in the work or whatever that is. Because I was always sending out instrumentals. I'm like, am I bad? Are these bad that I'm sending to people? And I listen to them like, I'm pretty sure these are pretty good. If I was an artist, I would get on them. And I sent them to people that it was appropriate to, you know, like I'm not sending a orchestral song to Lil Baby, you know what I mean? Well, that would be pretty cool, actually. But you know what I mean? Like, it's appropriate, the type of instrumentals I'm sending to certain people. But long story short, I started focusing on myself, and I've grown more in the past year than I have than the entirety of trying to do what I did. So, pedal to the metal, if you will. That is the cringiest term ever. I don't know why I said that, but that's kind of my mentality on it. So, and it's tough because you gotta, in this music thing, you gotta provide value to people, and that's a little bit hard at first because it's like, okay, we live in a capitalist system. Capitalist system, cool. Okay, that being the case, how do people become successful in those systems? Well, you have to provide value to other people. So, for example, if my toilet breaks, I call a plumber. The plumber comes and fixes it because the plumber has learned the skills of how to fix a toilet, and I don't know how to do that, so I call them to do that for me. Great. Okay, so for music, it's a little bit tougher because it's like, okay, great. You make songs. You could make the best song in the world, but it's like, cool, great. Nobody cares, kind of. I mean, it sounds cool. Your mom likes it, but like, who's going to pay you for that? Probably not. But then if you maybe go on to TikTok and find the most popular sound, download the sound, bring it into Ableton, add some bizarre flair to it, put it back out into TikTok, and then maybe you got some people making videos to the audio of the TikTok audio you edited it in Ableton. So there's a lot of ways to bring value to people. And then remixes is another thing I would tell someone that's like into making actual music and everything, is like, just try to remix some people that you like as an artist. That's what I would recommend, because then it's like, okay, this piece of media, say it's the Bloodstained song remix I did. Okay, people like this Bloodstained song. Okay, I personally only remix songs that I can make better. Like, for example, like the song by Skrillex called Summit. That song I feel like is perfect and pristine. I would never remix it because because I believe that it's, hang on, sorry. But I believe it's perfectly done and I couldn't add anything else to it. Live streaming right now, fellas. All right. Sorry, I did get the link out there. Okay, great. Now that that is sent, yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I better get on to make something then. But yeah, I really want to use these colors right here. Because one, I like the different colors. For example, like whenever I add a new thing, like, oh, I got to make this the most vibrant color. I got to make this one the most vibrant color. I just love the colors. I hope you can see that. Yeah. Oh, for example. In fact, I should probably change that so I can see it a little bit better. It's okay. But different colors like this. So I need to find a way to use it. Like I said, I think a good way to use it is like making the red one kicks, claps, snares, and then like one of these like serum sounds. That would be pretty cool, I think, and it'd be right there, and I could still have things in their original folders. We'll see, we'll see. It's a bit of a pain in the ass, honestly, all the file changing and stuff. Like, that's why I try to only use like the most simplistic stuff, because it can just get so crazy so quick. Man, I'll tell you what. But let me play one of my favorite sounds. This is one of my favorites. It's a very loud sound, so I'm going to turn it down before I press it, but I'm going to play the B minor chord. That's a nice little chord progression, pretty chill. But yeah, I love Love this sound. I pretty much use this processing thing for all my like wave, like whoop 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 whoop. So like for example, the that one remix I did of that Audrey song, I wish we never made up, and then when it goes like drops into ooh 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 part, that's pretty much this. I pretty much put that on the entire track, so it just like makes this sound. Woo 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 woo. Obviously not that sound, but yeah, this really adds a lot of night of character to an already beautiful chord progression. So I would like add this under a sound. It sounds good in addition to other sounds. But anywho, let me just start making something. Sorry, I had to play that. I just love that sound. It's a good one. I've only used it a couple times. I need to re-manipulate it to make it sound like a different type of sound. But let's see what else. Kind of let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. See what I can make happen tonight. I like the way this sounds so far. some that's a big sounding drums. I like that. See, when if you get a cliche, a lot of people have these drums that are just like cliche sounding. Like I got some like, well, that's not that cliche sound. That's actually pretty like unique of a sound. That's pretty good sound. Let me see what some people are saying. Yeah, nice to know you. That's a good song. A classic. Hello, party people. Hey, pals. Yeah, just sitting here making some, I don't, you know what? To be honest, I don't really know what I'm doing right now. I am directionless. I'm not trying to make a nice to know you song. I'm not trying to make a you're annoying song. I'm not trying to make a remix style song. I am purely just throwing music out there. There's nothing else to say, and this is what I came up with. And you've already heard it because you've been listening. But that being said, I just wanted to say that I've been really wanting to make some more, like, with these R&B basses, like, they just sound so good. Like, they capture so much energy. And what I've learned to do that is you just low pass things. So the high frequencies are all cut off, as you can see right here. Sorry, I hate this. The sibilances. I try to heart less than the S's when I speak until I get a pop filter for my mic. Yeah, it captures so much feeling and energy. Like I just said, I don't even know how else to put it, but it makes me feel like something's out there for me. Like we're gonna make it. As for that, I like the idea of it. I kind of want to simplify it. It's kind of busy, and when I say busy, I just mean there's a lot of notes click-clacking around in here. But it kind of sounds awesome. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like the sound of that. So, you know what? I don't know. I'll figure it out. But right now, it sounds very neat. Just a song in B minor, my favorite scale to play in. I'll play all the notes in B minor right now. That's what B minor sounds like, fellas. Yeah. As you can see, I like to color my shit a lot. So I got everything. I got everything colored. The groups are colored blue, and then the individual ones are green. And then I change them for the section. As you can see, I put A. And then if I have a different section, I'll name it B. But I've actually just been not naming it B and just changing it to a different color. So I differentiate, like, this is melody. This melody. And that melody are clearly different, so I have them different colors, but they're in the same row. You get the picture. So that's what's going on there. Yeah, this is fun. I don't even know, like, for example, like, I don't even know what I would do with this kind of song. Maybe add vocals to it. I don't know. Honestly, I just want to have a vocal day where I add vocals to a bunch of different stuff. Like, for example, listen to this one. This is funny. I'm going to open this up real quick. I was adding some vocals to this song just to add them. So I wasn't really thinking too hard about the concept of it. I was just like expressing what I wanted. So let's hear the instrumental first. Now let's hear it with the vocals, at least the test vocals I have. You acting so fake again, like why the hell you brainless kid? Fucking on your mama, got that drama, now we related. Yeah, I know you hate it, I'm so faded, now I'm starting kid. Run up, give me all of it, you give me the bank, giving in. Bitch, we in the bag, getting paid like 50 racks to perform all night. I don't believe it's my life, and Okay, yeah, that sounds pretty fucking goofy as fuck. But I'll just add, I'll be, because I mean, at the end of the day, I am a primate. That's just what I am. That's why we have vowels: A, E, I, O, and U. A, U, O, E, E. That's literally that's what it comes from, and it's pretty crazy. A, E, I, O, and U. And that being said, I'll do is I'll just find a nice one like O. For example, I'll say a lot of O's or words that have like O's, like just back to back to back to back. So I have at least a rhythm I'm going with all the way through, and it's like lorem ipsum. If you know what that is, it's just like fake text words, like text document. Like for example, if I search lorem ipsum on Google, it'll come up with a bunch like lorem ipsum. It's false text, and that's basically what I'll do for vocals. When I make them like this, where I'm just like throwing the vocal idea out, and then I'm gonna go back and then re-record the polished version of it. But yeah, I found that really cool. When someone told me about that, I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? I didn't even realize that the vowels did that. A, E, I, O, and U. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And I do that every day now. I'm like, I'm a monkey. I'm monkey. Anyway, yeah, that's just what it is. I mean, that's the facts of the matter is that we are primates, at least genetically, unless if you believe in the, if there's a bunch of different biological things we can talk about. Like, for example, they think, there are monkeys on the planet, and then the ninth planet, Nibiru, came and genetically modified the monkeys that then created the humans. That is a far-fetched one. I don't believe that one personally. I think that's pretty out there. But you know what? Anything's possible. At this point, from what I've seen. I mean, good God. I like, it's a really fun thing, not music related, but I like looking at the different planets. Like, for example, there's a bunch of different planets out in the solar system that are like similar to Earth, and I just love learning about them. Once you start like learning about the planets that are named not Jupiter, not Venus, not Saturn, but in S672, and they have different like letters and names, and they don't even have like proper names like a Venus or a Saturn or Uranus. Sorry. Yeah. But yeah, super fun. There's like so many planets out there. At this point, literally anything is fucking possible. And it's a fun thought, and I think this is kind of true, and I'm gonna stop talking about this shit because it's kind of fucking goofy as hell to talk about. No, it's fun as fuck to talk about. What are you talking about? But I think each planet's, and atoms make up the whole world, and they're microscopic, tiny particles. Atoms are. Not even particles, smaller than just they're tiny as fuck. If you don't know about atoms, go to science class, because I ain't gonna teach you this shit, all that shit. But atoms, I think that each planets are atoms. So all the if you know anything about quantum physics, things can happen at the same time. Like two different things can be occurring at the same time. That's a theory of quantum physics. So I think that like planets are the biggest thing in the world, quote unquote. I'm sorry, it sounds like an idiot describing this, but planets are the biggest things ever, and they're also the smallest things. They're on the head of this pin, and we're living on one. That's just a really like cool thought. I don't really like fucking fully believe on that, but I think it's kind of a fascinating thought, at least, nonetheless. But yeah, I'm about to hop off here. I want to just go to bed, to be honest. I need to get a solid sleeping schedule. As long as I'm streaming for at least an hour a day, I'm at 57 minutes. I'm happy with that. I pretty much just worked on making one song the entire time, which I'm perfectly fine with. A lot of people, and I'll be watching videos of people making beats super quick, and I can make beats really quick too, but right now, sometimes a beat can take 2 days to make. Some days it can take 15 minutes to get out to flesh out a complete idea. So yeah, that's that. So I don't really have anything else to say, but I like this song. Unfortunately the vocals are a little bit off. So when I record into the mic, there's like a little bit of delay. So it sounds like it's off tune or out of like key or something. It sounds really off. So that's probably why it sounds a little goofy, but the concept of this song is really fun, and I'll just flesh it out or finish the rest of it, re-record all over it, and have it done. This is one I can have done within an hour, because I got like the main concept, 16 bars here, and then I'll come up with another 16 bar concept, and then I'll pretty much be done from there, but then I'll freestyle some ideas. I can just, I'm just, like, for example, I'm talking forever and ever right now, like I haven't taken a breath this entire time. So that's literally what I do when I record vocals. I'm just like literally stream of consciousness, talking, thinking, dreaming about fantasies, and thinking about things I hate. So there's a lot to talk about when it comes to those kind of subjects. So I just go on and on and on and drone on and on and on. Makes for good music, not so much fun in conversation. Actually, I think I'm pretty fun in conversation with talking to people, but that's besides the point. But yeah, so that was a pretty fun, cool little ambient style song I started. I love that R&B bass style stuff. I have three R&B basses. I call them R&B basses, but you can use them for dance music too. Um, I have R&B bass 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna play them real fast. They all sound kind of the same, but a little different. So this one. Then this one. And then lastly, this one. That last one I don't like very much, actually. I might have to edit that a little bit. There's a lot of white noise. But those first two, just all three of these are pretty solid. There will always be a song that I can just throw these in and it'll fit perfectly. One of these three will work. So I suggest quality over quantity when it comes to sample selection. But that doesn't play into every part of the music in creating music. But quality, I'd rather have like 8 different snare sounds to choose than like 300. I would rather just have 8 solid ones because I know they're gonna work, and that's kind of what I'm working on for my little sample pack thing that I'm gonna give out to the people. That's why it says Cylandana Sample Pack V2 in progress. So I'm just finalizing it. It's got a few 808s, just like 4 to 8 808s. You don't need any more, don't need any less, you know. And hi-hat's gonna have just a couple here and there, just that are perfect. Those aren't the final ones, but I'm getting close to finalizing that. Only 4 crashes. Trust me, it's easier this way. You think you want a sample pack that has 1,000 sounds in it? Let me newsflash. No, you don't. And I mean, to each his own. Maybe someone's out there that likes that, but it also makes you become a pain in the fucking ass to work with too. When someone gets on your computer and there's just crazy amounts of different sample packs. I was working with someone and he had so many folders of sample packs. I'm like, bro, this is overwhelming. Like, why do you have this many? Like, some ADHD kid. I'm just a lot of these fucking kids making this music and stuff are ADHD as fucking just are bizarre as hell when it comes to this kind of thing. But and I am too. You know, let's be real. I am too. But I've learned to control controlled chaos, like smoking weed and drinking coffee at the same time. Get that energy of coffee with the creativity of weed. Yeah, that's how I look at it. I love that. Reminds me. I wish it was like 9 in the morning. No one's at my house right now. I have my camera recording outside, so it's a security camera. I'm recording vocals in here, and I'm drinking coffee, smoking a little bit of weed. That's a great combination. So much fucking fun. Anyways, I'm gonna drink this Zevia, eat this steak, and eat this Chick-fil-A as well. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Peace.